Grayson County Cougars have a home game at a senior night district battle. Breck County enters the game 1-0 for only the third time this century, while the Cougars look to rain on that parade and continue a positive new start in a brand new era. It's the first district game of the year. It's senior night, and it's an exciting home opener. And a good evening and welcome here to the Cougar Stadium for the first time in 2020. Sam Gormley here, and welcome into the Locker Room Show on K105 and K105 Digital Productions. It is a perfect night for football. I'm not sure that you could have drawn up a more perfect, as let's even look and see if we can't even find a official temperature right now, 66 degrees. I think we're looking at getting down into the 50s today. It is perfect for Grayson County and Breckinridge County. In a lot of ways, this is the biggest rivalry game on Grayson County's schedule. No Edmonson County on the schedule this season, so Grayson County is looking for that kind of rivalry pull. You got Butler County, but this one being a district game makes it mean so much more. Last week, Grayson County opened up the season 1-0 with a 26-6 win over Thomas Nelson. The Generals in that game got out to a 6-0 start, but Grayson County scored 26 unanswered in those final three quarters to run all over the Generals. Cougars have won 4 straight games against Breckinridge County, 10 out of the last 11. Brian Jones, he became the first head coach since Keith Graham to win his first game as the Cougar head coach. Breck County 6-4 last season, their most wins in a year since the year 2000. The Tigers last week defeated Caverna 46-7 to open the year 1-0. Well, coming up here today on our Locker Room Show, we'll introduce you to both teams, talk to the head coach of the Cougars, Brian Jones, and give you tonight's keys to the game. As that'll be coming up and more here, as this is the Locker Room Show on K105.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
The Twinlands Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to the Locker Room Show on K105. Sam Gormley with you tonight on a perfect night for football here at Cougar Stadium. Breck County enters the game 1-0. Kyron Watkins is your starting quarterback for the Fighting Tigers this season, 5 of 6 for 85 yards and a touchdown. He replaces Gavin Dowell, who was the starting quarterback last season. Dow passed for 775 yards and 8 touchdowns. As a team last season, they averaged 86 yards a game through the air. And against the Cougars 1 year ago, they passed for 175 yards and 2 touchdowns. Michael Johnson, a sophomore, is the main running back. He rushed for 74 yards on 10 attempts and 2 touchdowns. Dayston Watkins He added 8 carries for 72 yards and a touchdown, and Kyron Watkins had 2 touchdowns, 56 yards on 7 carries. So Breck County, those 3 guys, kind of a triple-headed monster coming out of this backfield, something that you're really going to want to keep an eye on here as this game goes on. Zion Breeze, he caught 2 passes for 44 yards in that win over Caverna last week. He had 5 catches a year ago. Dayston Watkins, he had 1 catch for 23 yards. Team scored, though, on their first 7 possessions to beat Caverna 46-7 last week. Last time, though, that the Tigers played here at Cougar Stadium, and again, we're talking 2 years ago, 2 completely different teams. Offensively, to say it was a struggle for Breck County would be an understatement. Breckinridge County in that game had negative 50 yards of offense and did not pick up an entire first down. I don't know that we're going to be seeing that here tonight. In fact, these are 2 completely different teams. Team had 17 two-point conversions last season, with graduated senior Trenton Brown leading the team in that category with 7. As a team defensively, last season averaged giving up about 95 yards per game on the ground, 122 yards through the air, gave up about 22.5 points per game. They did force, though, 25 turnovers. Your kicker is Sydney Tucker. We'll take a break, come back, introduce you to the Grayson County Cougars after this. This is Cougar Football right here on
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. It's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
Being prepared is a part of who you are, but it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you'll go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.
High school, as we are just about 21 minutes away from kickoff between the Cougars and the Fighting Tigers. Last week for Grayson County, really, I don't know that you could say could have started off much worse, as they got the ball to start off with, go down, and it's a fumble by Caden Woodcock, and then they fumble that on the 39-yard line, and Thomas Nelson goes right down and scores. Grayson County was down there to a 6-0 early deficit. Then they handed the ball off again, and this time it was Mason Miller with the fumble, and Grayson County had 2 straight possessions with turnovers to start the season. But then it almost seemed like a switch flipped, and for the remainder of that game, it was absolute domination. Kaylor Decker made his first career start at quarterback. He was 2 of 3 for 19 yards and a touchdown. And you might look at that and say, well, those numbers, there's not much doing that as well. He had 3 carries for 3 yards. Wouldn't you want more from a quarterback? But I thought he did an unbelievable job in knowing his role. He was able to run the offense and do what he needed to do to get the win. Caden Woodcock, though, he was the man, 233 yards and a touchdown. It was the most rush yards in a single game since Q Jennings went crazy against Graves County back in the 2018 playoffs, running for something like crazy 353 yards and 6 touchdowns, I think, if my memory does serve me correct. Mason Miller, though, he had 2 touchdowns, 21 rushing yards out of that kind of fullback role. He he was really impressive through his performance. Team went for 2 on each of their touchdowns last week, only converting one of them. It was a Caden Woodcock run that did that, but I don't know that you can expect that again tonight. The reason for that was that Jackson Kane, starting kicker, was not eligible to play due to not having enough football practices. He is eligible to play here tonight, so we should see him come out and play a little bit more. As a team last year, rush defense gave up last week, gave up 84 yards a game. Thomas Nelson averaged 3.6 yards a rush. The pass defense allowed 24 yards. But maybe the most impressive thing was that Thomas Nelson was 3 of 13 passing. So Grayson County did a nice job in limiting Thomas Nelson's opportunities to pass the ball. They gave up 6 points, and again, those 6 points came on that short field, giving Grayson County the lead. As Dak Brescher is the leading returning tackler. He had 8 tackles last week. Levi Martin had 2 tackles for a loss. We'll take a break, talk to the head coach of the Cougars, Brian Jones. He picked up a win last week. We'll see what he thought about that and about tonight's matchup. That comes up and more. This is the Locker Room Show right here on K105.
Anytime they're playing music downstairs, it's loud. I go downstairs, see what they're doing, see what music they're doing, see what they're dancing to. I go play piano downstairs. They come get involved. Leah has a drum set beside it, banging that. Any music, that's what they do.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Being prepared is a part of who you are, but it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show here on K105. Sam Gormley now joined by the head coach of the Grayson County Cougars, Brian Jones. And Coach, you got a chance to go back and watch the film from the game against Thomas Nelson. What'd you see?
I think kids played really well up front. I think that's kind of where that game was controlled, both sides of the ball. We were able to move the line of scrimmage. D-line was able to require some double teams, keep linebackers free. And so, I think push come to shove on that one, we won up front, and that's, I think that's something we've kind of hung our hat on the last few years, is trying to be, dominant up front. And we're not blessed with just an abundance of athletes like an Owensboro or, South Warren or something like that. And so we've got to win in other areas, and I think the kids did a good job of that.
Your team was 1 of 4 on 2-point conversions in that game. Those plays are, I know, more difficult because you're in the short field and everything along the lines of that. How do you improve upon that, though, as the season moves on?
Kick the ball. We were without a kicker last week. We do have a soccer kid that's going to kick for us. He just didn't have enough required practices in, and so we knew going in that we were going to try some 2-point conversions rather than try to get some random person to kick. And so we'll have Jackson Kane this week, who plays goalie for the soccer team, and And so hopefully we'll have a lot more success in our point after tries, and he's done a pretty good job in practice, and he's got the right number of practices in now, and so we'll start kicking now.
Last week, the game did get chippy a little bit at times, but for the most part, your team really did keep your composure. How impressed were you as a coach to have a young team keep composure when a game gets that way at times?
I think that's just a carryover of expectations that have been here a long time. It's always been to play hard, play tough, but keep your mouth shut and get back in the huddle kind of deal. And our kids, that's just, like I said, it's a carryover. That Coach Smart, kind of had that philosophy of playing hard-nosed, tough football, but you do it with your pads and you show people how you want to play. It doesn't require talking. Let the scoreboard do that, and so I think the kids did a tremendous job there. Thomas Nelson returned a lot of kids, and I think had some high hopes, and so it's been a long time practicing against yourself and things that led to week one being a little bit different, and so I think kids did a great job in some situations there that just kind of keeping their mouths shut and let scoreboard do the talking and getting back to the huddle, and that's always good to see. Tonight
is senior night here against Breckinridge County, and when you think about this class of 2021 seniors, what will you think about?
Probably what a whirlwind it's been for them, all the things they've had to deal with, overcome. Some of them are spring sport athletes and didn't get that season last year. They're baseball players. Then to start the summer, not knowing whether we're going to have a season, and probably just all the adversity they've had to overcome to get to this point. Coaching change going into their senior season, and but ultimately, I think they're just a fun, laid back. Fortunately enough for me, I had some of these guys when they were 8th graders. My first year in the district was at the middle school. And so I've known them for a long time. All 5 years I've kind of been around them. And just a really fun bunch that, doesn't, I think, take anything really too serious, and never gets too high, never gets too low. Just all a real even-keeled group. That's a lot of fun to coach, a lot of fun to be around. And I think they're setting a good example for the younger group as they come up. They work hard. They like I keep saying, they've never really asked any questions through all this. They just want to do the things required to be ordered to play. And, I think ultimately when they become adults, they're going to be tremendously successful by having to go through some of the things they've had to go through. Because, I think if through the 4 years they've been here and to overcome and achieve some of the things they've done, I think the real world's not going to be all that difficult for this group, because they've dealt with a lot and handled it with class, and super proud of them, and hopefully, we have a great night tonight.
Post-game last week, you mentioned, when we talked about Breck County a little bit, you mentioned Michael Johnson, their running back. What makes him so difficult?
He's just a super athlete. I mean, he's a good-sized kid. He's fast. He's shifty. He's strong. He's just a tremendous athlete. And then they do a good job of complimenting him in the option game. They've got an athletic quarterback, so if you take Michael away, they can still hurt you on the perimeter with the quarterback and the pitch man. The guy they're pitching the ball to will be the fastest guy on the field tonight, and so it's just a good group of three there, between the quarterback, Michael, and the other, that anyone you choose, if you don't play great assignment football, they can hurt you. And so, we're going to have to do a really good job of sticking to our assignments. And, the guy that's responsible for Michael's got to take care of him. The guy that's responsible for the quarterback's got to take care of him, and the pitch man, and so on and so forth, because any one of those three can take it, the distance and score on you.
Caden Woodcock last week had the most rush yards in a game since Q against Graves County back in 2018. What needs to happen for the rush offense to have success again tonight?
Continued control line of scrimmage. Mason Miller, I think, had a great game last week, and he's got, had one of those games that doesn't show up in the stat book, and, just that continual ISO block, and, so between the line and him, continue to open holes, and Caden did a great job with vision last week too, and going back and watching the film, that was one of the things that kind of jumped out at us, is there were some cuts he made in the hole that were really impressive. the hole would be here, but at the second level, it may be, a little bit further left or right. And to see him make that cut, his vision was really outstanding. And so hopefully we can continue to build on that. Line continues to, like I said, control line of scrimmage. Mason get the ISO block or whatever his job may be, depending on what we're running. And then continued great vision by Caden, and I think we'll be okay.
Coach, good luck.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
What more here coming up in the locker room show after this?
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Anytime they're playing music downstairs, it's loud. I go downstairs, see what they're doing, see what music they're doing, see what they're dancing to. I go play piano downstairs, they come get involved. Leah has a drum set beside it, banging that. Any music, that's what they do.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Grayson County comes into this game with a record of 1-0. Breckinridge County comes in with a record of 1-0 as well. Now time for your keys to the game. First here we will do for Grayson County. First one, limit turnovers. First two drives of the game last week ended in turnovers. You absolutely cannot have that happen tonight if you're going to want a chance here to open up here 2-0 and 1-0 in district play. Your second one, keep your assignment. You heard Coach Jones talk about that in our pregame conversation. Breck County, they have like a three-headed monster coming out of that backfield. He said each player has got their assignment. They've got to keep that assignment here in this game. Trust the leg. Last week you didn't have the kicker, Jackson Kane. It'll be interesting to see now. This is his first ever football game kicking, replacing Logan Raymer for last year. You saw what Raymer did as a soccer player playing. He was extremely successful in that option. We'll see what Kane can do. And finally, use the air. Tonight we have a wind blowing from left to right. Use that to your advantage if you've got it. So if Grayson County is working from that way, throw something deep. You've got height on each side with Owen Bratcher and Hunter Toms. See what you can do. So again, your four keys to the game: limit turnovers, keep your assignment, trust the leg, and use the air. For Breckinridge County, your keys to the game here: no students, no problem. Usually this would be a game where students would be pretty much filing out here of this student section that I look down to my right. They're not here today. Something that, it was the decision made because Grayson County is technically in a red county. So it was a decision made, so only players, parents, and other family members are here at the game. So it is a very light crowd tonight, something that's weird to see Grayson County and Breckinridge County here, and there's really not a ton of people at the game. For Breckinridge County's second key, keep your emotions in check. This is going to be an emotional game. Breck County coming off of a game where they won their first game of the season for only the second time since the year 2000. So they're looking to get to 2-0 for the first time since 2000. You got to make sure that you keep the emotions in check and finally find the weakness. Last year, Grayson County's weakness was clearly the secondary. This season, we didn't really learn last week what the Cougars' weakness will be. Breck County, if they can find that and exploit that early on, you never know what really could happen. Should be a great game, Grayson County and Breckinridge County. We'll take a break, come back with the play-by-play, as this has been the Locker Room Show right here on K105.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
For football in Litchfield for the first time here in 2020 as Grayson County and Breckinridge County are getting ready to get underway as Breckinridge County got out and set up for kickoff with 3.5 minutes left on the clock before the game. As they've just been sitting out there waiting, Grayson County took the field maybe about 30 seconds ago as they've zeroed out the clock, and it looks like we're going to start early here tonight. Grayson County will receive the opening kickoff here. They did as well last week and fumbled on the first play. The kick is up, and it's a short pooch kick. It's going to drop in the middle of no one, and falling down on top of it for Grayson County was Keaton Hodges. So the Cougars are going to get their ball here as it will be placed at, looks like at about their own 34-yard line. Grayson County, Kaylor Decker is the starting quarterback last week, 2 of 3 passing for 19 yards and a touchdown. He did a great job, though, facilitating the offense. He is also the son, though, of Shane Decker, assistant coach. As it will be Decker here coming up under center. as he has Caden Woodcock in the backfield and Mason Miller as well. One wide receiver out high. It's going to be a pitch out to Woodcock out the far side. He's going to throw down the field wide open and overthrowing and off of his hands, as he had Owen Bratcher wide open off the trickeration on the first play, and it'll fall incomplete, as he had Owen Bratcher without a Breckinridge County player within 15 yards of him. Grayson County on offense. When you look at this team here, it starts off with Kaylor Decker under center. In the backfield, you've got Caden Woodcock, who you just saw throw that pass. Mason Miller also joining him out of the backfield. Your two wide receivers, you've got Owen Bratcher on one side, Hunter Toms on the other, and your offensive line, Dalton Constant, Sawyer Drake, Ethan Hall, Lane Pullman, and Hunter Harper. Again, I formation here. Under center comes Decker, and it's going to be a handoff to Woodcock. This time he'll keep it across the right side, lowers the shoulder, gets it up to about the 40-yard line. Looks like a pickup of about, it looks like a pickup of about 5 yards. So to the 39-yard line, 3rd down and 5 coming up. Grayson County missed a big opportunity on a wide open pass that went off the hands of Owen Bratcher on the first play of this game. So 3rd down and 5 here coming up, just about 40 seconds into tonight's game here between Breckinridge County and Grayson County, as this is WKHG Litchfield. We've got 3 backs here in the backfield, 1 wide receiver here to the near side. It'll be a handoff to Woodcock right up the middle across the 40-yard line. He's not going to get the first down, as he ran up to the 41 and was immediately pushed back by the Breckinridge County defense. And it looks like the Cougars will be forced to punt, as it looks like forward progress will bring him up to the 40-yard line, as it's a gain of 1 yard. So 4th down and 4 coming up for the Cougars, as Mason Miller looks like he will be the deep man to punt here for Grayson County. As actually it is Woodcock. Woodcock's going to keep it himself on the punt. He's going to try and get it to the outside. He's diving towards the first down. He's got it. First down, Grayson County up across the far side. Woodcock keeps it himself and gives it up to the 47-yard line, a 7-yard pickup. Cougars are coached by Brian Jones. He picked up his first win on his young career. His young career of Grayson County, he became the first Cougar head coach since Keith Graham back in the early 2000s to win his first game as a Cougar head coach. And Graham actually lost his second game, if I do remember correctly. So Jones will try to become the first one to go 2-0 in quite a few years. So trickeration again, Grayson County going for it on 4th down. Under center goes Decker. Right up the middle goes Woodcock. He's across the 50-yard line, across the 45. Forward momentum carries him near the first down marker, up to about the 43.5-yard line, maybe closer to the 44. So it'll come up here, a gain of about 8 or 9 there. So it'll be 2nd down and a long 1, short 2. Cougars moving the ball just a little bit here, as we're 9.5 minutes away here in this first quarter. No score between Grayson County and Breckinridge County. 2 wide receivers here, as a wide receiver goes out high as it's Hunter Toms into the slot. Decker hands it off again to Woodcock, and he's brought down immediately. He gets diving forward. He might gain about a half a yard, but Woodcock was almost picked up and brought down on that play by Breckinridge County. Looked like maybe Zion Breeze was one of the men in there on the tackle for Breckinridge County, along with Jackson Austin. So 3rd down and about 1 here for Grayson County. 9 minutes to play in your opening quarter. No score between the Cougars and the Fighting Tigers. 3 running backs in the backfield here, as it's going to be a quick handoff. I believe Mason Miller, he's got the first down and more across the 40-yard line, up to the 39-yard line. Grayson County and Mason Miller picks up the run there. Actually, that might have been Zach Bratcher on the run there for Grayson County, as he gets it up to the 39-yard line, pickup of 5 yards. And again, that first down for Grayson County. 2nd first down here of this game. Kaylor Decker gets the play call from head coach Brian Jones, delivers it to his team, and they break the huddle. I formation. 1 wide receiver out on each side. The junior quarterback, Kaylor Decker, under center. He hands it off to Woodcock. He bounces out to the right side. Nothing going. He might get back to the original line of scrimmage, but nothing more than that. Grayson County moving the ball, but using a lot of time and downs in doing so. Second down and 10 coming up, 8 minutes to play in our opening quarter. No score between Breckinridge County and Grayson County. Cougars have won 4 in a row in this series, including 24-12 last year up in Harnett in what was a great game. Remember, Jacob Kerr had 2 touchdowns in about 3 plays, a fumble recovery, and a halfback run. Shotgun formation this time for Decker. He has a running back on each side of him, and not fooled at all. Actually, no, I'm not sure where that ball went, and it goes up to the high side of the floor, and it will be a pickup of about 3 yards on the run. So third down and a 7 up to the 36-yard line for Grayson County. 7 minutes and 20 seconds and counting now to play in this opening quarter. Decker runs in with a play call. Checking out is Levi Martin from that play. And it will be a shotgun formation here for Kaylor Decker. Woodcock stations to his right, dropping back to pass, throwing off here to the near side flat. What a catch by Mason Miller. He's got the first down. Sides, actually, that was Caden Woodcock on the catch there. And he does a nice job reaching out with a right hand to grab that one. And he has a first down on the run after catch up to the 29-yard line. It's a 7-yard pickup and another first down, Grayson County. No score, 6 minutes and 55 seconds to play here in this first quarter. Again, the Cougars here as it'll be 2 wide receivers out on each side. Again, the shotgun formation for the junior quarterback, Kaylor Decker. In his second career start, it'll be a handoff. No, kept himself by Decker on the read option. And no gain, maybe a gain of a half a yard by the junior, Kaylor Decker. As he will get it up to the 28-yard line. That was the 10th play of this drive already for Grayson County. Moving the ball just play by play. They're playing their own game here. 6.5. And counting now to play here in this first quarter. As Grayson County last week had nearly a 10-minute drive to score a touchdown. Again, spreading it out is Decker. He'll pass off into the flat, knocked down. Nice defense by Breckinridge County. In there was Danny Jackson to break that one up, and that'll bring up third down and 9. 6:16 to play here. As there's a lot of really good games going on across the area. We'll be sure to bring you some updates as we see them here in the game tonight. Decker, the play call from the Cougar head coach, coaching his second game as the head coach, Brian Jones. 2 wide receivers here to the near side and the high side. Decker to pass. He looks to his left. Now he's going to be forced to scramble. Rolls out to the far side. He's got room to scramble if he wants. He throws to the flat and it's out of bounds. As he did a nice job on the scramble drill, did Decker, as he kept looking down here towards the near side in the vicinity, I believe, of Michael Wood. But Wood was not open. So 4th down and 9 here for Grayson County. Ball placed the 28-yard line. So Jackson Kane would be looking at about a 47-yard field goal if he'd want to go out here and take this. And I'm not sure if you want a kicker's first ever varsity field goal to be from that distance. I'm not even sure what his long is. So here it comes. 6:07 to play here. They're going to go for it. Will the Cougars. 2 wide receivers on each side. Decker to pass. Steps up in the pocket. He's wide open, and the pass is complete for a first down. Hunter Toms inside the 15-yard line up to the 14. A pickup of 14 yards and a first down, Cougars. As Breckinridge County came out in a zone defense there, and Hunter Toms found the open spot right in the middle of the zone, and Kaylor Decker delivered a beautiful pass right there for the Grayson County first down. 5:51 to play here in the first quarter. No score. Grayson County and Breckinridge County. Sam Gormley here with you tonight, though. We appreciate you tuning in here on K105 and K105 Digital Productions. 3 running backs in the backfield for Decker as he goes back under center. Pratcher is the wide receiver here down on the near side. Decker will hand this off to Woodcock. He's inside the 10-yard line, lowers his shoulder across the 5, down towards that 5-yard line. Will go Caden Woodcock.
For a large game.
Looks like they will place this one down to the 6-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, 2nd down and 2 here from the 6-yard line for Grayson County. Cougars looking for an opening drive touchdown, and a whistle is blown. And we have a timeout on the field taken by Breckinridge County. We are going to keep it here, though, as Grayson County is knocking on the door. Sam Gormley, though, here with you tonight. We appreciate you tuning in here on K105 Digital Productions. I know we've got a decent amount of Breck County fans that are also joining us, and you know what? It's always good. We like as many people that want to join us. We appreciate you doing. As always, though, we ask that you leave a comment with us. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, and so on. It's always good to see that. I'm sure we've got all of our good favorites. I saw our good friend from North Carolina, Roger Lush, already tuned in earlier on today. So it was good to see him as he's hosting right now at this game is the Grayson County Football Alumni Association's food drive to benefit the Grayson County Alliance's food pantry. So there's no general admission for this game tonight, but there's still plenty of opportunities. And at the game tonight, they were taking some canned foods as well. But if you want to donate and help the Alumni Association in this chance, go to the Grayson County Alliance's website, and you can do money when it comes to that. You can donate money on their website. Under center, and Decker kept it himself, going down towards the end zone. And he is just about 1 yard short, is what our line judge says. That will be a first down, though, for Grayson County, as it's either down to about the 1 or the 2 yard line. And it looks like to the 2 yards, 4 yard pickup, and a first down, Grayson County. 4 minutes, 40 seconds to play here in this opening quarter. Under center goes Kaylor Decker. 3 backs here in the backfield, and we have a whistle blown as major confusion on both sides of the field. And instead, we are going to have a timeout, Grayson County. So both teams taking timeouts here in this opening set here in the red zone. So 4 minutes and 25 seconds to play. As let's see if we can't bring you a couple of scores here from around the region. McLean County on top of Butler County 8-0. That game is in the first quarter. 5 minutes and 56 seconds to play in that one. Russell County is taking on Warren East, and they got a 7-0 lead over the Raiders. Greenwood on top of Logan County 7-0. Graves County leading Mayfield 7-0. Big rivalry game from our friends down in Mayfield. 6 minutes and 21 seconds to play in the first quarter, as we will make another trip there here in a couple of weeks, as it'll be the 3rd straight year that Grayson County will be making the trip to Mayfield. This time, the first regular season game. Under center, Decker. He keeps it himself, going down and into the end zone, as it was Caden Woodcock. As there was a handoff that I missed, but Woodcock into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. 2-yard run, a 16-yard play, or 16-play drive for Grayson County. And it'll be Jackson Kane, his first career extra point attempt coming. So the sophomore kicker. Good snap. And the kick is a line drive, and he put it through. Cougs on top of Breckinridge County 7-0. This is Cougar football on K105.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Grayson County uses 16 plays and scores our first touchdown of the game. They're up 7-0. 4 minutes and 22 seconds to play in our opening quarter. Really, last game, not a great start for Grayson County on their opening drive. This one, pretty darn good. Jackson Kane to kick. The tall kicker will let one fly. It'll go right over the head of the Breckinridge County player, and he'll pick it up at the goal line. He probably should have let that one run. And up across the 10, across the 15, and being brought down at about the 20-yard line was the back for Breckinridge County. And we're going to have a late hit on Breckinridge County, and that's going to end up pushing them back 10 yards. As it looked like Zion Breeze was there on the return. And after he was brought down on the play, he pushed a Cougar player, Joey Clemens, back on the field. So it is unsportsmanlike conduct on Breckinridge County, and that will push them back. And a good call there by the official. As you heard in there, one of my keys to the game for Breckinridge County, number 2, was keep your emotions in check. And on the first special teams play of this game, Breckinridge County does just the opposite. So 4:15 to play here in our first quarter. Grayson on top of Breckinridge County. 7-0. Watkins, the quarterback, he's in the shotgun formation. He has a running back to his left and behind him. So it's going to be a handoff to, I believe that is Johnson right up the middle. He goes across that 10-yard line up to about the 13-yard line. It was Michael Johnson, the sophomore running back there. Grayson County, though, when you look at them on defense, as you see there down the line for the Cougar defense, Owen Bratcher, Hunter Harper, Jordan Webb, Ben Rogers, Zach Bratcher, Mason Miller, Levi Martin, Michael Wood, Hunter Thomas, Caden Woodcock, and Joey Clemens is that Grayson County defense. Again, here that pistol formation of short, and this time it's going to be a pitch out to the high side, trying to get around the corner, and he gets it across that 15-yard line, diving towards the first down marker. Was the run, Zach Bratcher in there on the tackle.
The distance is enough for a first down tackle.
So it will be a 7-yard pickup up to the 20-yard line, and Breck County has their first down of this game. 3:17 to play here in this opening quarter. Grayson County on top 7-0. As the Cougar defense here, of course, in their traditional home, all orange jerseys with the white numerals and the white helmet. Breck County looks like maroon pants, white tops, maroon jerseys, and a maroon helmet. Handoff to Johnson right up the middle. This time nothing going at all. Grayson County defensive line sneaks that one out. Looks like a gain of about a half a yard on the play, up to maybe the 21-yard line. So it's really right in between that 20 and 21-yard line. So Grayson County defense there with a little bit better play than the previous one, allowing a 7-yard pickup. Cougar defense is coached up by Kevin Embry. He's down there on the sideline, letting them know the play call. And a bunch formation here as they're loading up the box is Breckinridge County. No wide receivers out wide. Shotgun formation, though, and we have a penalty flag thrown, called, and it's thrown from the Breckinridge County backfield, and it will be a false start, and that'll push the Fighting Tigers back. And they will push this back to, again, about that 15.5-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and 15. Breckinridge County with a couple of penalties here early on that have hurt them. And an interesting formation here is they have Breck County has one player lined up on the line of scrimmage, Zion Breeze, but the rest of the team went into a huddle, and we're going to have a timeout on the field taken by Breckinridge County, I'm presuming here, and it will be a timeout for the Fighting Tigers. 7-0. Grayson County on top here with 1 minute and 57 seconds to play. A little sloppy here on both teams as you actually look down if you're watching with us on K105 Digital Productions. One of the new things here from this season is that each player must have his own water bottle. There's no necessarily a water trough or anything along the lines of that. So each player has his own water bottle. So you saw the entire defense run the length of the field where all of their water bottles are held down here to the right side. So it was not something that you can get team managers to run out there and squirt the Gatorade bottle. They're trying to limit any possibility of spread of infection. One of the things that the KHSAA is doing and one of the guidelines that they have set in place. It'll be second down and 15, though, coming out of the timeout by Breckinridge County. 1 minute and 57 seconds to play in our opening quarter. As it'll be the shotgun formation for the quarterback, Kyron Watkins. He's going to hand it off again. This time it's the man behind him, and Grayson County is there to stop him in the backfield. Great job by the defense for Grayson County as they had a big push on a hole right up the middle and found the hole. And it looked like Mason Miller was the first man in there to stop the Breckinridge County offense. And they're going to push this back to the 13-yard line. It's only a loss of 2 yards, which it probably could have been a whole lot less than that. 1 minute and 50 seconds to play here, as there was a penalty on the play. I missed that, but Grayson County declined whatever it was. 1:40 and counting now to play here in this first quarter. Grayson County again on top 7-0 after that opening 16-play drive, finishing it off with a 2-yard run by Caden Woodcock. They converted on a couple of fourth downs, including a fake punt. Breck County will probably have to pass here. They have trips out to the high side, one wide receiver here to the near side. Shotgun formation for Watkins. He fakes the handoff, passes off into the flat. It's overthrown, incomplete. And Grayson County is going to force a punt here on the first drive. Watkins against Caverna last week was 5 of 6 for 85 yards and a touchdown. That pass didn't look like he was too comfortable as he just airmailed his wide receiver. And you saw head coach for Breckinridge County, Brent Huddle, on the sideline. He was not happy with how his team had performed in that one. So back to receive the punt here for Grayson County is Caden Woodcock. He's standing at just shy of the 50-yard line. The Breckinridge County punter is a low snap right at the goal line, and they do get it away. Not a terrible punt. It's going to bounce at the 35, take a Breckinridge County bounce, and it's going to die at the Breckinridge County just about the 37 or 38-yard line. So that's where Grayson County's second possession of this game, just about a 24-yard punt for Grayson County. So it will be 1 minute and 15 seconds. And it will be placed here officially on the Breckinridge County 37-yard line. So this is where Grayson County's got to punch in another score. They scored quickly twice early on in that game, played back a year ago in Harned. See if they can do this again here this coming year. Decker under center. He has 2 running backs behind him, a wide receiver out on each side, and another dead ball whistle. And an official timeout here. And a timeout, Breckinridge County. They have used all 3 of their timeouts here in the first quarter of action. Looking like a Marvin Lewis Coach Bengals team here out here burning through timeouts in the first half. Scores to bring you, though, as we have here E-Town on top of our friends down at Thomas Nelson, 40-0, halfway through the second quarter of that game. Apollo on top of Meade County, 3-0 here in the first quarter. As seeing if I can't bring you any other games going on right now. Edmondson County on top of Metcalfe County, 7-0, 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Going on down in Brownsville, downtown Browntown. And Allen County, Scottsville, 7, Warren Central, 0. 7 minutes and 32 to play in the first quarter. Greenwood on top of Logan County, 7-6, 5:56 to play in the first quarter. And again, McLean County with a lead over Butler County, 8-0. That game is about halfway through the first quarter. So Grayson County here, first down and 10, ball placed on the Breckinridge County 37-yard line. Under center is the junior quarterback, Kaylor Decker. A man in motion goes from the high side here to the near side. Slow moving, but a handoff here to Woodcock. He tries to get back to the line of scrimmage as he came across the near side. But nice job sniffing that one out was Breckinridge County. Austin Medley in there on the tackle, and it looks like no gain on the play. Under 1 minute to play in the opening quarter, Grayson County leads this one 7-0 over the Breckinridge County Fighting Tigers. Spreading it out here, he sends Michael Wood and Owen Bratcher out high, I formation for Decker. It'll be another handoff to Woodcock. He goes up to the high side. He's across the 35, diving towards about the 33, 32-yard line, depending on the spot. Woodcock will get about 4 or 5 yards depending on the official spot. And it looks like it'll be right in between that. And it'll go up to, it'll be about 3rd down and 6. And that will be the final play of the first quarter. Grayson County leads Breck County 7-0. This is Cougar football right here on K105.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Grayson County on top of Breck County 7-0 here at the start of the second quarter. They're moving down actually to a little bit better vantage point here as I've been looking through 2 windows to see Grayson County try and score in this left end zone. Now I get to see the wide open window. It's kind of nice to see there. Grayson County though, again up 7-0. As the ball is placed here, as they will officially place this, looks like at about the 32-yard line. 3rd down in about 6 or 5. It's a handoff here to Woodcock. He's across the 30-yard line. Continuing, moving across the 25. He's got the first down and more. Continuing to move his legs was the senior running back, Caden Woodcock. He gets it up to the 22-yard line. That's a 10-yard pickup and a first down Cougars. So 22 yards away now was Grayson County from putting another score on this board. As again, Decker slowly moving. Grayson County really is in no need to be in any rush at all. They want to make sure that they get this play completely right. It's an I formation. Mason Miller's the fullback. He got off just a little quick handoff right up the middle to Woodcock. He's across the 20-yard line and runs up to about the 16 or 17-yard line. Looks like they're going to give him to the 17. It's a 5-yard pickup for Grayson County. And 2nd down and 5 coming up here for the Cougars. As I see you got some familiar faces on the chain gang down here on the near side. I know Cougar baseball coach Danny Clark down there. And is it Lady Cougar basketball and softball coach Ted Hill as well down there? I'm not sure who the other one is as well, but it's always good to see coaches helping out coaches. I formation for the Grayson County Cougars. 2 wide receivers here to the near side. It's a handoff again to Woodcock. He bounces it back towards, he tried to go to the near side here, tried to bounce it back towards the middle, but ran in to the Breckinridge County defense. And they're going to give him maybe a gain of half a yard. Looks like not at all. 3rd down and about 4 coming up here for Grayson County. 10 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. Slowly getting this play call. Kaylor Decker, the 5'8" junior, delivers it. And now will find his spot under center again in this I formation. 2 wide receivers here on the near side. And it is going to fake the handoff. Now passes off to Woodcock in the flat. He's across the 15. Sidestepping out of bounds inside the 10. That's enough for a first down Cougars. Caden Woodcock there on a little bit of a sweeping screen. And they place this down to the 9-yard line, an 8-yard pickup. And again, that first down, Grayson County. Cougs up 7-0, under 10 minutes to play here in our first half of action. Ball placed on the 9-yard line. You see some hands on hips early on for Breckinridge County as the first drive of the game for Grayson County went nearly 8 minutes. This one has been going a long time as well. As it will be Decker under center. I formation here. Pitch to Woodcock across the near side. He's across the 10, running into one man, and he tried to have a help, and a late hit comes in for Breckinridge County as Zion Breeze came in and laid a hit on Woodcock after he was already wrapped up. No gain on the play, so it'll be second down and goal here from the 9. It's Jeff Majors and Rusty Ray helping. I don't think it's actually Coach Hill down there helping. So you do have another Cougar coach down there with Coach Ray. He's a assistant golf coach. I formation. Woodcock is the deep back. Miller, hand off to Woodcock. He's across the 10, across the 5, diving towards the end zone. He's in. Touchdown Cougars. Caden Woodcock from 9 yards out, and the Cougs are on top 13-0. Exactly what the doctor ordered. 9-yard run by Caden Woodcock. And he puts this one in. And Jackson Kane, the sophomore, in to kick this one, trying to put it through the upright. 6-foot kicker, also playing on the soccer team. Good snap, the kick is up. It's a booming kick, and it is good. 14-0, Grayson County leads. It's Cougar football on K105.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
Caden Woodcock gets his second rushing touchdown of the night, and Grayson County on top of this one, 14-0 with 8 minutes and 44 seconds to play in the first half here as Jackson Kane setting this kickoff on the near hash. You don't usually see this. You usually see a kicker do it right down the middle, and a booming kick that's going to be caught back at about the 6-yard line by Breckinridge County, across the 20-yard line, running into his own man, trying to bounce it back here towards the near side. And instead, he runs into a mass of Cougar defenders, as that was not what Breckinridge County wanted, as he had a wide open hole, but instead ran into his own man, and that is what hurt him there. But so Breck County here going to start this ball. Looks like it's placed at about the 23-yard line. So 8:36 to play here in this first half. Breck does have better field position than last time when they started back on the 10 after a penalty, but it'll be the 24. Field position can tell a lot in a game. Grayson County winning that battle early on. Kyron Watkins, the quarterback here for Breck County. He breaks the huddle, and here comes this as Michael Johnson, the sophomore running back, is now going to run out here to the near side as they're going to spread it out. One wide receiver, two wide receivers on each side, the shotgun formation. Spreading it out is Breckinridge County with Kyron Watkins. Now he's going to send a man in motion. It is Johnson. He gets it on the jet sweep from the near side to the far side. Grayson County not fooled at all, as it looks like it will, though, pick up about 2 yards up to the 26-yard line. Does the sophomore running back Michael Johnson. Johnson last week, he rushed for 74 yards on 10 attempts. He did score 2 touchdowns. You heard Coach Jones in the open. He talked about this and was very, very impressed with this young running back. For Michael Johnson, he said he's just a pure athlete, great runner. Same thing with the other two guys you're going to see coming out of this backfield as well, with Dayson Watkins, the senior, and Kyron Watkins, the quarterback, who is also a junior. Shotgun formation, running back to his left for the junior quarterback, Watkins. Now he's going to send another man in motion, and we're going to have a penalty flag thrown by our head official. Dead ball, false start called on the Fighting Tigers, and that will move them back to about the 21-yard line. So penalties are killing Breckinridge County in this game. 14-0, Cougs on top here. 7 minutes and 45 seconds to play in our first half. I Again, some confusion on the Breckinridge County offense on where players should be. 2 wide receivers on each side, another man in motion. This time it's kind of a looping run. Watkins to pass over the middle. High pass is corralled, but a big hit laid down by Mason Miller, but able to catch that was, I think maybe Spitzer on the catch there for Breckinridge County, as it is up to the 28-yard line, a 7-yard pickup, but it will be 3rd down and 6 coming up here for Breckinridge County. Can the Cougar defense come up with another big stop? Substitutions coming in and out for Breckinridge County. Parks was one of the players that checked out for the Fighting Tigers. Shotgun formation all alone is the junior quarterback Watkins. 2 wide receivers on each side. And sending Johnson in motion, he slipped. Watkins to pass, throwing out, and it is caught at the 44-yard line, spinning all the way around across the 50-yard line, and into Grayson County territory goes the catch there, and the wide receiver catch and run for a big gain for Breckinridge County. As they needed that play in the worst kind of way did Breckinridge County, as it goes over to the 48-yard line and a 1st down for the Fighting Tigers. Fighting Tigers are coached by Brent Huddle, as he's in his 10th season, 19-78. 11 of his 19 wins, though, have come in the past 2 seasons. So things are working in Harnett. Handoff right up the middle. Johnson is brought down in the backfield, as they're going to maybe give him about a half-a-yard gain, as in there in the backfield to bring that one down for Grayson County. Looks like it was, I believe that might have been, it was Ben Rogers in there to get that. So they'll move that up to the 47-yard line. They will give him a 1-yard gain, 2nd down and 9 coming up. 5 minutes, 45 seconds to play in the first half. Grayson County on top of Breck County, 14-0. As again, this time it'll be Breckinridge County to slowly break this huddle. Zion Breeze was the first one to break it. 1 running back on each side of the junior quarterback, Watkins. Johnson here on the near side. Shotgun formation. He will hand this off to the far side and brought down in the backfield for a loss. Sniffing that one out perfectly was Grayson County. Zach Bratcher was in there to bring that down for the Cougars. And it'll move them back into Breckinridge County territory, back to the 49-yard line. It's a loss of 4 yards. And it'll be 3rd down and long coming up here for Breckinridge County. It'll be 3rd down and about 13 to be more exact. Great job sniffing that out, as on the run was Eric Barr for Breckinridge County. Again, spreading it out here. 2 wide receivers on each side. Shotgun formation for Watkins. 3-step drop, stepping up, throwing off to Breeze. It's complete at the 48-yard line. He gets across the 45, tries to crawl his way to the 1st down marker, but looked up and realized he's about 8 yards short. So it's up to the 45-yard line, a 6-yard pickup. 4th down and about 7 coming up here for the Fighting Tigers. Decision time here for Brent Huddle. Again, in his 10th season at the helm of this Breckinridge County Fighting Tiger team. Sub coming in as actually, no, that was Watkins who got the play call, and he's running in, the 5'9", 160-pound quarterback. And it will be 4th down coming up. Grayson County trying to get another stop on defense. Man in motion comes from the far side to the near side. It's James Spitzer. And now Spitzer's going to loop it out, and he's going to go into the backfield. And he's just going to do it, and it looks like they are going to do it. But Breck County doesn't have any timeouts left, so they can't call one. And I'm not sure what they might do. And now Watkins will pass. He's being chased, and the pass is complete. Nothing going. Grayson County there to blow it up as it was complete to Spitzer. But Zach Bratcher was in there, and he said, "No, sir," at all. Bratcher fired up on the sideline, the senior, playing in his senior night game. And that is what defense is all about. As they tried to throw a little screen off to James Spitzer, did Kyron Watkins, and Zach Bratcher was not fooled at all. So it turns out to be a loss of yards on the play. It's a 2-yard loss. So Grayson County will have this ball with 3 minutes and 35 seconds to play in the first half. Ball placed on their own 47-yard line. So definitely doable to see if Grayson County can add some more points to the board. I formation for Decker under center. It's a handoff to Woodcock. He bounces it out to the high side, but is dropped to the backfield for a loss of about 2 or 3 yards. And whoever was the man out there that brought that down was not touched at all, as that was Eric Barr in there on the tackle, the linebacker. Missed block, missed assignment there. Brian Jones, you could see, was looking down with his hands out, asking what happened there, what was the issue, what happened. So it's a loss of 2 yards, 2nd down and 12 coming up for the Grayson County Cougar offense. 3 minutes to play here in this first half. Cougs on top, 14-0. Shotgun formation, trips here to the near side. Decker will roll to this near side. He'll throw off, and it is complete at the 45-yard line into Breckinridge County territory. Goes the play there, but a late flag comes in for the Fighting Tigers as it's a completion to Michael Wood. And let's see what this penalty will be. Face mask on Breckinridge County. That will help out and turn out to be a first down Grayson County, as it's only a 5-yard penalty up to the 42-yard line. The pass completion was to the 47, which would have been for 8 yards. This one will add 5 more to it, turning into a 13-yard pickup. And again, that first down for the Cougars of Grayson County. Trying to add some more points here, 2.5 minutes and counting to play in the quarter. Trips out to the high side, 1 to the near side. Rolling out to pass is Decker to the far side. He throws off into the flat. High pass nearly intercepted by Breckinridge County. As Zion Breeze dove after that one as he overthrew Michael Wood out on that far side of the field. So we'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Just a miscommunication. Grayson County, though, has passed the ball maybe about half a dozen times here early on in this game. I'm not sure that they passed more than half a dozen times, more than once last season. I think that was against Owensboro when they were down and they had to. Just not the offense that Coach Smart wanted them to run. Trips out to the high side again, 1 here to the near side. Back to pass again as Decker throws off. It's complete, and dropping the pass was Hunter Toms, as he had it on the slant. And he just dropped it, as it was one of those things that he caught it, turned to run, but forgot the most important thing when he turned to run, and that was the football. 3rd down and 10 coming up. Hunter Toms, though, had one of the more impressive catches that you will see in a high school football game last week against Thomas Nelson. We called Sports Center. They didn't answer, though, as we said. So he made a nice catch, though, grabbing out with a right hand and pulling it down on his shoulder. Shotgun formation for Decker. He will pass again. 3-step drop off into the flat on the high side. It's complete at the 40-yard line. Spin move across the 35-yard line. He is short of the first down marker here with 2 minutes to play, as Woodcock was the man in there on the catch. It's up to the 34-yard line. 4th down and 2. 1 minute and 50 seconds and counting here to play. And I think if you're Brian Jones, you let this play clock roll down, then you call your play. Reason for that is that if you don't get it, you're not giving Breckinridge County much time at all to score. And it's kind of one of these tough decisions on what you make. And instead, Grayson County, they're going to take a timeout instead, and I don't mind that at all either. See if we can't bring you some scores from around the region, as Graves County and Mayfield playing tonight, as I don't see a score from that one. Haven't seen one, but Graves was up 7-0 early on in that one. Allen County on top of Warren Central, 21-0. That scores at the end of the first quarter. In the second quarter, McLean on top of Butler, 21-8. Logan County on top of Greenwood, 4 minutes to play in the first quarter, 14-7. As let's see here in Edmondson County, Metcalfe County on top of the Wildcats, 14-7 halfway through the second quarter. It is very disappointing that Grayson County and the Wildcats will not play this season. Graves County on top of Mayfield, 14-0 in the second quarter, as I'm not sure that Graves County's beaten Mayfield in a few years. So not necessarily what Grayson County wants to see when they know that they're going to be making the trip to Mayfield here in 3 weeks. As next week, as a reminder, the game against Muhlenberg County will be played next Thursday. Again, the game will not be next Friday. It will be a Thursday kickoff. This is due to a shortage of officials in the area, as the officials try to get Grayson County out on the field. So it'll be 4th down and 2, 1:35 to play. Decker under center. He has 3 running backs behind him, 1 wide receiver out to the high side. Now some movement as they send a man in motion, and we're going to have a false start that'll be called here on the near side tackle, as they sent Hunter Harper, as he was playing like a right guard, and they used him almost as a pole to run out to the left tackle position. And that little bit of movement ended up hurting Grayson County, as it'll move them back here to the 39-yard line, 4th down and 7, and this changes your play call. You were going to run it, more than likely to try and pick up those 2 yards. Now you more than likely have to pass it. So 4th down and 7, 1:33 to play here in this first half. I formation here. The junior quarterback, Kaylor Decker, under center. He has Owen Brasher down here to the near side all by himself. And Decker to pass, and he is sacked in the backfield for a loss. Blown up, not touched at all. And in there for the sack was Michael Johnson. Turnover on downs for Grayson County, as it will back it up there. It is a loss, and not what Grayson County wanted to end that sequence. They had some momentum, but shot themselves in the foot as it moved back to the 45-yard line, a loss of 6 on the play. So Breck County with the ball here, 45-yard line. With a minute and a half to play. They do not have any timeouts, though, does Breckinridge County. Watkins hands it off to Johnson. He sidesteps one man across the 45, and he's brought down inbounds at about the 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup for the Fighting Tigers of Breckinridge County. Quickly moving here, 1:15. Again, Fighting Tigers, no timeouts. They burned all 3 of them in the first quarter. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers on each side. Another handoff to Johnson. He has nowhere to go, and instead is going to be brought down maybe for a pickup of about a half a gain. Looks like they're going to give him maybe a gain of half a yard. So 3rd down and 6, and Breck County doesn't seem to be really in any hurry at all. Trips here to the near side, 1 out high to the side. Watkins rolls out to pass here to the near side. He will throw, and it is almost intercepted. It's caught, but I think he was out of bounds, and they're going to say he caught it. I think that Breckinridge County's player was out of bounds as it went through the hands of a Grayson County player, and I think he was out of bounds when he caught it, but the official didn't have a great angle on it, so it will be a massive pickup up to the 38. No, they're going to move it forward. Did we have a penalty after this play? As they're moving it forward even more, as I missed the call. So there must have been a personal foul after that play, so it'll turn out to be up to the 18-yard line, a 32-yard pickup, and now Breckinridge County with 39 seconds is knocking on the door. Again, I'm not sure. Maybe somebody that was watching with us got a better angle to see if he was in bounds or out. I thought he was out of bounds, but blind in one eye and can't see out of the other. Watkins to pass. He looks to his near side, steps into the pocket. He gets away from one man, isn't going to get away from the second one. Grayson County in there for the sack in the backfield, and Breck County, they have got to hurry as they have no timeouts. It's a loss of 2 yards, 2nd down and 12. 7 seconds. Breck County is going to spike it. Ball's on the ground. And is it a dead ball, or does the clock roll? They're saying run the clock, and Breck County is going to get nothing. End of the first half. Brent Hoddle is livid, and he comes out to get into the face of one of the officials, and I think they were spiking it, but the interesting thing was Watkins dove onto the field after the ball, which makes you think that it had to have been a fumble of some instance. If Watkins would not have dove after the ball, the official probably would have expected the ball to be a spike. Brian Jones is out on the field. Brent Hoddle is out onto the field. Both teams are out there, but the teams are headed into the locker room. Grayson County leads this one 14-0 at the end of one, as this is Cougar football right here on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind, and when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
A weird sequence there at the end of that first half. Breck County, though, doesn't get any points, as what had happened is Breck County was moving the ball down the field, and with about 7 seconds left, they were sacked. They had to get the ball up quickly, and I'm not sure that Watkins, he either didn't have a great handle on the snap, but if you go back and watch the replay, when he threw the ball down, he immediately dove for it. That, to me, makes me think that it was a fumble, and that's what the call was on the field. Breck County head coach Brent Huddle was not happy. Brian Jones was not happy, as there was some confusion on both sides, but it turns out no points and no chance of points for Breckinridge County. 14-0 is the score here. Grayson County with a great first half of action. 2 touchdown runs by Caden Woodcock. Coming up here on the halftime show, we will run down the scores from around the region, how we got to our 14-0 lead, and have a Cougars in the Classroom segment. And if you are a parent in Grayson County, this is a program you really want to know a lot about. And I just said, may I mention, this is a key word, parent in Grayson County, not necessarily have a student who goes to Grayson County schools. Great program that is open to anyone 18 years and younger. We'll be sure to bring you all of that and more coming up. This is the halftime show right here on K105.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind, and when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School. The Cougars on top of Breckinridge County, 14-0 here at the half, as a really exciting first half of action, as quick moving, A lot of running the ball. Grayson County, though, that first drive of the game, 16 plays and ends in a 2-yard touchdown run for Caden Woodcock. We'll try and run down a couple of scores here from around the region, see what we might be able to bring you. As I see here, as Greenwood on top and Logan County all tied up here at 14, just under 1 minute to play in the first quarter. Owensboro on top of Davis County 21-6. Gavin Wimsett with the touchdown run, as I know we're real excited to see Gavin Wimsett come here and play at Grayson County here coming up in a couple of weeks later on in this season. North Hardin leads John Hardin 19-0. That game is about halfway through the third quarter. As I see Warren East losing to Russell County 21-12. 7 minutes and 53 seconds to play in the second quarter of that game. Those are a few of the scores. McLean County on top of Butler County 24-14, second quarter in that game. Apollo on top of Meade County with a nice score of 11-8. Coming up here, though, after a break, we will have our Cougars in the Classroom segment. Again, your new host of Cougars in the Classroom is K105 co-op student from Grayson County High School, Emma Finch. She will be introducing you to a fantastic program that, again, if you're a parent of a kid under the age of 18 in Grayson County, whether he goes to Grayson County schools or not, this is a program you should know about. So be sure you stay tuned in and listen, as Emma will tell you more about Meals on the Bus coming up here after this, as this is Cougar Football right here on K105.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes!
Make a plan today.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. That's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
While the Cougar athletic teams get most of the spotlight from the community, it is in the classroom where they first learn to succeed. This season, we will be featuring some of the people and programs that are making a difference in the lives of Grayson County students. Tonight, we focus on a program that is fighting hunger in Grayson County.
Meals on the Bus is part of our summer feeding program. It is a federally funded program nationwide. We started our routes about 5 years ago. It started out of the pickup truck of one of our employees, and then it's grown from there, and we have now to date 6 routes with 48 different stops.
Bethany Meredith is the Special Programs Manager for Grayson County Food Services. The district has set up food stops all across the county.
There are 6 routes, and like I said, 48 different stops. So if you go to Grayson County Schools website or to Grayson County Schools Facebook page, you can see the schedule of our routes and where they go. We go as far out as Annetta and Wax and into Falls of Rough and in the Clarkson, Big Cliff D, and Litchfield areas.
At the stops, students are given a complete meal.
Our menus include an entree, which could be a hamburger, a chicken sandwich, a hot dog. We've done chicken tenders, and then we have to have a fruit and a vegetable, and then a meal.
Meredith says that since the pandemic started, the demand for these meals has risen.
About 1,000 meals a day. We have had days as low as 800 to 850, and then as high as 2,000. So it varies depending on what time of the month, if it's at the beginning of the month, the end of the month, or if it's a holiday, coming up on a holiday. So there's several variables that determine how many meals we serve each day.
Food Service has partnered with the Transportation Department to help make Meals on the Bus possible. Later this month, even students who remain on the virtual school option will have access to these meals.
Virtual students will have access to pick up meals at the school. At this time, our plan is to allow virtual students to come in and pick up meals. We don't have an exact plan. That is something that we are working out. And as Mr. Robinson always says, at this time, this is what we're doing.
Students who attend Grayson County schools are not the only ones eligible.
One aspect would be that it's a convenience. The other aspect would be that it's financial. So we're still providing those meals to those kids that would have had it during school, plus our younger kiddos that may be in preschool that aren't in our public schools yet, but will be. And at this time, we can serve any child in the county, 18 years old and younger.
Meredith says any questions can be answered on the district's website or by contacting her department.
If you don't have access to our web page, if you don't have access to Facebook, you can always call the central office and ask for Beth Meredith or Christy Hodges, and we will go through those routes with you and we'll find the one that's most convenient for you.
I'm Emma Finch, reporting for Cougars in the Classroom. The halftime show will continue in just a moment.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Cougars are on top of Breckinridge County here at the half, 14-0. We want to thank Emma Finch for doing our Cougars in the Classroom segment this week. Really good program, Meals on the Bus. So if you are a Grayson County parent, be sure to take advantage of that. has a lot of interesting things, and be sure to tune in next week. We're going to have another really important thing for parents as school gets back started. So be sure you tune in, join us, listen in on all of that. We'll have a lot of really important information. We want to try and make things more informational, not just what's on the football field. So Emma's doing a really good job helping us out doing that. Last week, you have to go back and watch, if you missed it, her on DECA. So interesting conversations as well. 14-0 though, Grayson County on top of Breckinridge County. It was the Caden Woodcock 2-yard touchdown run, a 16-yard play, a 16-play drive that ended in the Cougar touchdown on the opening drive of the game. And then one of the first plays of the second quarter, it was Caden Woodcock from 9 yards out to give Grayson County the lead that they have now at 14-0. Breck County moved the ball the most there on their last drive of that game, of that first half, but did not succeed in scoring. So a shutout pitched by the Cougar defense there in that first half. They're going to set the 3-minute warm-up clock, and we are minutes away from getting back to action as we'll take a break, come back with a play-by-play of the second half, as this is Cougar football right here on K105.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes!
Make a plan today.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School. Start of the second half. Cougs on top of the Fighting Tigers, 14-0. Sam Gormley here with you as we welcome you back here to action. Breck County will start this half with the ball as Grayson County got the ball first to start this second half. So scores here, we'll see if we can't bring you Todd County on top of Caverna, 45-14. Apparently, that's at the end of the first quarter. 45-14 at the end of one. Woo! I'm kind of glad that we are not down in either, I think that's in Horse Cave tonight. Glad we're not making that trip there. Jackson Kane to kick again. Kicking, actually, no, it's Mason Miller to kick this one for Grayson County. Could we be seeing an onside kick to start off since Mason Miller is the place kicker? And it is going to be an onside kick, but Breckinridge County falls down right on top of it. As right there to get on top of it was Dante Johnson. As I'm not sure that I necessarily love that call that much, but your defense is playing well, so why not do it? So the ball's placed at midfield as Dante Johnson just fell down right on top of it, the 5'7" wide receiver. So it'll be first down and 10 for Breckinridge County. As Kyron Watkins gets the play call from the Breckinridge County sideline, and it'll come up here He delivers it here to his team, and Zion Breeze, he's usually the first one to break the huddle. So he always breaks it down and comes here down to the near side. Trips out to the far side. Breeze is the wide receiver here to the near side. Shotgun formation for Watkins. He is Johnson to his right, and Watkins is going to keep it himself, and he shouldn't have, as right there to smash him down was the Grayson County defense. And in there on the tackle was Lane Pullman. As it was a read option, and Watkins faked the handoff to the running back. Michael Johnson kept it himself and ends up losing 2 yards back to the 48-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 12. Shotgun formation again for Watkins. Seems like Breckinridge County's having some hard time finding what side wide receiver should be on. It'll be 2 on each side. This time it'll be a quarterback sweep, and again, Grayson County stops Breck County in the backfield. It'll end up being a loss of 1 yard. As Watkins kept that one himself, lowered his shoulder, but Grayson County sniffing that one out. It was Zach Bratcher, the first man in there on the defense. So it moves back here to the 47, 3rd down and long coming up for the Breckinridge County Fighting Tiger offense here. Just over a minute into this 3rd quarter of action. As I see here, Graves County on top of Mayfield, 14-6 at the half. Trips here to the near side, 1 wide receiver out high to the high side. Shotgun formation. Rolling out here to the near side is Watkins. He turns all the way around, floats one down the middle, and overthrows his man by about 10 yards, as that was intended for number 15, who I do not have on my roster. So it will bring up 4th down and long, and what will probably be a punting situation for the Fighting Tigers. I can't imagine you go for it here, 4th down and long, when you're only down 14 here early on in this 3rd quarter. A long time, though, here, so they might be going for it on 4th down and long. I'm not sure about this play call, though. Long time, though. And Breck County's probably going to have to take a timeout here as this time and this clock is rolling. Watkins delivering the play call, though. 10:27, and they're going to break it, and Breck County will go for it here on 4th down and 13. Near midfield, 2 wide receivers on each side. Watkins, 4-step drop, steps up in the pocket, floats one down the field, and it is intercepted. Is it intercepted? It is incomplete. Hunter Toms ran underneath of it, but probably smartly just let that one hit the ground, because Toms would have had the interception back at the Grayson County 18-yard line, and instead the Cougars will get the ball at their own 47, at the Breck County 47-yard line. So a smart play there by Hunter Toms to not get the interception. Kind of one of those weird times that's not what you want, but turnover on downs goes the Breckinridge County offense on their first drive here of this 2nd half. 10 minutes and 19 seconds to play here in this 3rd quarter. Two wide receivers, tier to the near side, 1 high. Shotgun formation for Kaylor Decker. He's a running back in the backfield to his right. It's Mason Miller, and Miller's going to get it. Sidesteps across the 45-yard line, up across the 40, and being brought down at the 39-yard line. The senior running back, Mason Miller, picks up 8 yards as he got the handoff, bounced it out to that left side, and brought it back here towards the near, up to the 39-yard line. Nice run by the senior, Mason Miller. Levi Martin checking into the game for Grayson County, coming from that near sideline up to the far side. And checking out is Hunter Toms. Grayson County working from left to right here on your radio dial or on your TV screen here to start this 2nd half of play. 2nd down here and about 2 for the Cougars. Under center in the I formation goes the junior Decker. He'll hand it off, hole up across the 1st down. Did he get it? It's near that 1st down marker on the run for Grayson County, and that was carried by Mason Miller again. No, that was actually Caden Woodcock actually in there on the run, as it's near the 1st down marker, as it will be up to the 38-yard line is what they're going to say, 37. And they're going to measure this, and it is real close down there. Seeing what the call will be, stretching it out. And it is just short. So it will bring up here 3rd down and inches for Grayson County. Looks like we had a chain gain maybe switch out here. So it'll be 3rd down and inches. Coming up 9 minutes and 20 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter. Grayson County on top of this one, 14-0 over the Breckinridge County Fighting Tigers. Breaking the huddle are the Cougars back at the 50, and they run all the way up to this 37. 3 running backs in the backfield, 1 wide receiver. Out to the left, Decker hands it off to Woodcock. He gets across the left side. He's got the 1st down and more. Across the 30, he sidesteps one man inside the 20, inside the 15. He's inside the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! Caden Woodcock takes that one 37 yards for a Grayson County touchdown. Caden Woodcock bounced that one outside, bounced it outside again, and took it straight into the end zone for his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. And Grayson County has opened this one open here to a 20-0 lead. Jackson Kane in to attempt the extra point. Decker is the holder. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and the spinning kick is through. Cougs on top of Breck County, 21-0. This is Cougar football on K105.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
A 37-yard touchdown run by Caden Woodcock gives Grayson County the 21-0 lead here with 8 minutes and 51 seconds. Jackson Kane, a high kick that's going to drop in the middle of no one, and running down underneath of it and sliding to grab it is Michael Johnson up to about the 26-yard line. Will be where Breckinridge County will start this drive here with 8:49 to play here in the 3rd quarter. So Caden Woodcock with maybe his best run on this young season, taking it into the end zone. Breck will start this with the ball on their own 26-yard line as that drive was started because of maybe a questionable call going forward on 4th down and long. So Breck County taking their time going on. Zach Bratcher firing up that defense on the sideline, and you can see where the life is for Grayson County. Momentum completely on the side of orange. I formation, Watkins under center, and he hands it right up the middle. Spinning down across the 30-yard line up to the 32 is Eric Barr on the run there for the Fighting Tigers up to the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 yards, 2nd down and 4 coming up here for Breckinridge County. 8.5 minutes and counting to play in this 3rd quarter. Grayson County again on top, 21-0. Kevin Embry, the play caller for the defense, delivering it all strictly on hand signals. I like that from the Cougar defensive coordinator, a 1983 graduate. He's been on the member coaching staff, though, since the early 90s off and on. 2 wide receivers on each side, shotgun formation. Watkins will keep this himself. He sidesteps one man, can't get away from the other one, and he's back at the line of scrimmage where he's down by the Cougar defense. Nice job as Grayson County has shut down any running threat that Watkins has potentially wanted. It has been just that. Joey Clemens bouncing up and down here. He wants the Grayson County faithful to get fired up here on 3rd down and about 3. As they will give Watkins a 1-yard pickup. And they will break it off here. That 3-3 base set for Grayson County. Hunter Toms is the deep safety. I formation. Looks like Breck County might just run this. They hand it off, and Watkins keeps it. He's not going to get the first down. In fact, he's even going to lose a yard. The triple option as he faked the handoff to Eric Barr and went right up the middle and was brought down for a loss of, well, were they going to give him forward progress? They will. So it'll be up to the 33-yard line, 4th down and 3, under 7 minutes to play here in this third quarter of action. Grayson on top of Breckinridge, 21-0. The Fighting Tigers will go for it here with the ball placed on their own 33-yard line. Ball placed here towards the near hash. 2 wide receivers out on each side. A running back is in the backfield to the quarterback. Watkins is left. And it's going to be a fake the handoff, rolling out to the high side, trying to get away from one man. He will. Looking to pass still, and he's brought down in the backfield for a loss. And a penalty flag goes flying on the far side of the field. And I'm not sure what this penalty flag might be on, but the head official was right there to bring it down. As if it's on, it is on Grayson County is the call. Personal foul on the Cougars. I'm going to be honest, I did not see what that would happen and what it was, unless it might have been a horse collar tackle, but what was going to be a 4th down turnover on downs turns into a big gain for Breckinridge County up to the 46-yard line. And Brian Jones wants an explanation, still with his hands out to his sides, and he's not going to get one from our head official tonight. Again, just some confusion on the Breckinridge County offensive side. Pistol formation this time for Watkins. He pitches it out here to the near side across the 45-yard line, but he's not going to get much more than that as Michael Johnson spin move, and he's brought down on the play by Grayson County. Jordan Webb in there on the tackle for the Cougars as it will get up to the 48-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards, 2nd down and 8 coming up. Looking down at a score here, Owensboro on top of Davis County, 21-13. That game is in the second quarter. 5 minutes and 50 seconds, halfway through this third quarter of action. Shotgun formation. For the junior quarterback Watkins, he sends a man in motion, and he's not going to give it to him. It's a handoff up ahead across the 50-yard line into Grayson County territory was Michael Johnson. He's got the first down and a little bit more as it's up across the 45, up to about the 44-yard line. So Breck County starting to move the ball here after the Grayson County penalty on 4th down. Again, though, the Fighting Tigers trail this one 21-0. 2 wide receivers here to the near side. Again, that looping man in motion. It's a kept by Watkins up across the right side, and he's brought down as he tried to hurdle a Cougar defender, and as he was in the air, was just shoved down. Good defense by Grayson County, but it is a pickup of 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down here and about 6 coming up here for Breckinridge County. Tigers really have had only one true drive, and it was the quick one that might have not even, maybe it shouldn't have even happened on the weird play down here towards the sideline. We're going to have to watch the replay to see if the Tiger player was inbounds or out of bounds. Watkins in the shotgun formation. Again, a man in motion. Comes to the far side to the near side. It's a handoff to Johnson, and he runs into a Cougar defender trying to get back to the line of scrimmage up on that far side of the field. And I'm not sure he made much gain at all, and it looks like no gain up to the 40-yard line. 3rd down and 6. Grayson County needs a stop here on defense. Shotgun formation for Johnson. 2 wide receivers on each side. Johnson switches from the right side to the left side of Watkins, and again that man goes sweeping in motion to pass. Pump fake is Watkins. He's now going to run, and he's brought down as he stepped up to run. He was tackled up by the feet by Grayson County. Nice job by Grayson County to stop him there, as in there on the tackle looked like it was Zach Bratcher. Up to the 39-yard line, 1 yard gain for Grayson County, or for Breckinridge County. 4th down and 5. 3 minutes, 35 seconds to play in the third quarter. Grayson County on top of Breckinridge County, 21-0 after 3 touchdown runs by Caden Woodcock. Shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers on each side. Back to pass is Watkins. He looks to throw, throwing off into the flat. Nice catch. It is a first down for Breckinridge County out to the right side. And it will move. The chains is in there to catch that one for the Fighting Tigers. Looks like it was Eric Barr. The tight end catches that as they give it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup and that first down for Breckinridge County. Two minutes and 58 seconds to play here in this third quarter. Shotgun formation, handoff to Johnson. He's stopped in the backfield for a loss of 1 yard. Nice job by the Grayson County defense. Again, these short yardage situations, Grayson County has done a very good job in doing just that, as it's ended up turning out to be a loss of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 12 coming up for the Breckinridge County offense. 3 minutes to play here in this third quarter. It is 21-0 Grayson County on top of Breckinridge County. Slowly working is the Breck County offense as Brent Huddle delivers the play call and he claps his hands trying to get his offense to hurry it up a little bit. A little bit of a Y formation, 1 running back on each side of the junior Watkins. It's going to be a handoff to Johnson. He bounces it out to the far side, tries to find the edge. He isn't going to do it, though. The Grayson County defense is there to stop him for no gain on the play. About 3 or 4 Cougar defenders on the far side of the field were in there to bring him down. And it'll end up actually being a loss of 1 yard back to the 36-yard line. Great sequence here for the Grayson County defense, slowing down the Breckinridge County offense. So it'll be 3rd down and 13 for Breckinridge County. Ball placed on the Grayson County 36-yard line up on the far hash. Shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers here to the near side, 1 to the right side. The running back Johnson is to his left. 3-step drop, stepping up, throwing over the middle, and it is incomplete. Intended for Zion Breeze.
Pass is incomplete.
And as it looks like Breeze and a late penalty flag comes in from the back judge. I mean, I'm not sure what the penalty came from because it was 5 seconds after the players had spread out. Hunter Toms was back there. And I'm not sure, unsportsmanlike conduct on Grayson County, and that's weird because Hunter Toms, the penalty came 5 seconds after the players had split up, but they're going to call a late unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on Hunter Toms. And Grayson County, again, helping Breckinridge County here on this drive with shooting themselves on the foot and giving them an automatic first down as it moves up to the 21-yard line. 1 minute, 10 seconds to play here in this third quarter. Again, Grayson County, though, is on top, 21-0. Watkins in the shotgun formation. He has a running back behind him and to his right, and he's going to keep it himself. Tries to find a hole on the right side, and he is going to pick up some yardage, but maybe 1 or 2 and no more. As they will place this up to the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 2 yards. A long drive, though, here from Breckinridge County as it started back with 8 minutes and 49 seconds to play. As there is a penalty flag and another penalty coming on Grayson County.
Another
unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on Grayson County, and a timeout is going to be taken on the field by Brian Jones. And right now, he's going to send his team over into the end zone, and he wants to talk to him as it's going to be they'll move the ball here halfway distance to the goal up to the 9-yard line. So Grayson County, a personal foul and 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalty is giving Breckinridge County a chance in this game. And Brian Jones is talking with his team right now in the Breck County end zone. And he's just wondering probably what is going on right now. One of the weirdest things, though, here about a game with limited attendance, as each player only had 4 players allowed to come, is how quiet it is right now. As you hear somebody yelling, it's almost to the point where you can hear Breck County fans from the opposite side of the field yell across to fans here on the near side of the field. As you see fans completely spread out on the main bleachers, there's really no one here at all, it feels like. As it's a weird phenomenon seeing this many fans here in a game like this. First down and goal. They will place this here at about the 9-yard line for Breckinridge County. Shotgun formation. Watkins, 4-step drop. Stepping up in the pocket, throws off, and it is incomplete. As it was at the goal line waiting for a call from the official. As it was incomplete, though, ruled out on that far side of the field. So another play will come here for Breckinridge County. Second down and goal from about the 9-yard line. Again, Grayson County shooting themselves in the foot on this drive. 44 seconds to play here in this third quarter. Grayson on top of Breckinridge, 21-0. As it's a faking the handoff, rolling out to pass now is Watkins. He scans, throws, end zone, incomplete. As that was thrown over through his receiver, and I think that was more of a, I'm going to throw it to where only my guy can get it. And if not, it's going out of bounds. So it will come up here, 36.9 seconds to play in this third quarter. Third down and goal from about the 9.5-yard line. Breck County trailing by 3 scores. Trips here to the near side, 1 wide receiver out high to the side. 3-step drop for Watkins. He pump fakes one, steps up in the pocket, throwing, end zone, incomplete. As he had a man wide open, but he just missed him. Fourth down and goal. From the 9.5-yard line, Breck County is going to have to score here, or Grayson County will get the ball. 31 seconds to play in this third quarter. This has been a great football game here tonight. One of the better 21-0 scores that you can see. As if you are just joining us, this has been just, I mean, it's what you would expect with a rivalry game. Fourth down and goal. Breck County is about 9.5 yards away from trying to find their first score of the game. But again, if they do not get in, it will be Grayson County ball. Breeze goes in motion from the near side to the far side. Shotgun formation, and we're going to have a whistle blown and a timeout taken by Breck County. We'll take it with them. As actually, you know what, we will keep it here as they are maybe only going to take a 30-second timeout here, and I don't want to miss a possible fourth down play, as you never know what it comes down with. As I see here, we have a question from a fan here asking, what are the fourth down conversion stats? As Grayson County has had a couple of them so far, but also Breck County has had 2 turnovers on downs in this game, as has Grayson County. I don't keep that necessarily directly, but my guess would be Grayson County is probably 1 of 2 on fourth down. Breck County is probably 0 of 2. So that's nothing official by that means. It's hard to keep up with that and do everything along the lines of that, but you never know. Somebody might be scoring with us at home and might be able to give us a more direct answer when it comes to this. It will be fourth down and goal, though, from about the 9.5-yard line. Again, Breck County will need to score a touchdown here to take the lead in this game. Trips to the near side. 1 wide receiver out to the right side. A running back is to Watkins' right. Watkins to pass. 3-step drop. Throwing off into the flat. It is complete, but he's not going to get to the end zone. Turnover on downs. Cougars ball. Cougars will take over with the ball here with 24.6 seconds. A nearly 8-minute drive ends in 0 points. Bending but not breaking is the key for the Grayson County defense. So ball placed on their own 5-yard line, and if Grayson County can put together a drive similar to what they started the game with, they could put this game out of reach. As it'll be the I formation for Kaylor Decker. under center. He will hand it off here to Woodcock. He has a hole diving up to the 10-yard line, and that should probably bring us to the end of the third quarter here, as it's up to the 9-yard line. And that will bring us to the end of 3. Grayson County leads this one 21-0. This is Cougar football on K105.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes!
Make a plan today.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Grayson County leads Breck County 21-0 here at the start of the fourth quarter. As it's been a great ball game, and we're making a point up here in the press box on how quiet it is. No band, no cheerleaders. It's just eerily quiet for a rivalry game here at the start of the fourth quarter. As always, if you're joining us on K105 Digital Productions, let us know who you're cheering for, where you're watching from. I know we got Texas, North Carolina, all of the different ways that we have for you to join in. YouTube, though, we highly recommend that's the best way to do it. Streaming in 1080p, you can watch that on your smart TV. So second down and about 7 here for Grayson County on this first play of the second quarter. And it'll be a handoff up to the high side of the field for Caden Woodcock. And he gets it across the 10-yard line up to about the 12. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that'll bring up third down and about 4 for the Grayson County offense. As this is where Grayson County just wants this clock to keep on rolling. 11:30 to play in tonight's game. Again, Grayson County leads this one 21-0 over Breckinridge County. And again, no rush at all as Grayson County, as they should not be. They have no reason to hurry at all. As you again got the junior quarterback Kaylor Decker under center. He has running backs behind him. And a timeout going to be whistled on the field. It'll be taken by Grayson County. We'll take it with him. This is Cougar football on K105.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
Third down and 4 coming up here for Grayson County. The ball is placed on their own 8-yard line. Or only about 12-yard line, rather. It's a handoff to Woodcock. He runs into his own man, and he's not going to get the first down. Grayson County's going to be forced to punt this one away. Woodcock does get maybe a gain of 1 yard, though, up to the 13-yard line. And Breck County's going to get the ball back here with 10 minutes and 45 seconds to play in the game. Grayson County, though, on top, 21-0. They will punt, and back to punt this one for Grayson County is Caden Woodcock. He faked one last time he got it, and he's going to do a running kick and a good one immediate fair catch by Breeze. He catches it at the 43-yard line. So it's a 30-yard punt by Caden Woodcock. A nice one by the Cougars senior running back, Caden Woodcock. So Breck County with the ball here. They do have good field position, though, as the ball is placed here on the Grayson County 43-yard line. But Breck County is going to have to get some offense, and get some offense quick in this game. The Grayson County defense, though, tonight, Kevin Embry and Brian Jones have got to be very happy with the performance here. But you still have got 10.5 minutes left, and a lot can happen in 10.5 minutes of rivalry football. Shotgun formation for Watkins. Running back Johnson to his right. Watkins rolls out here to the near side. He steps up to throw. He has a man, and it is incomplete, and a penalty flag is going to be thrown, and it'll be pass interference called against Grayson County's Hunter Doms. As it was intended, the pass for the wide receiver. As that was intended for number 15, who I do not have on my roster for Breckinridge County. And it will be pass interference against Grayson County. And that is a tough call. I don't necessarily disagree with it, but it's a tough call. Ball placed at now the 28. Grayson County penalties are really keeping Breckinridge County with any chance of coming back in this game. Trips here to the near side, throwing over the middle, and it is incomplete through the hands of Zion Breeze. It'll be incomplete, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. Davis County has taken a lead over Owensboro halfway through the 3rd quarter. That could be a monster upset coming from Davis County. So 10 minutes, 11 seconds to play in tonight's contest. 21-0. Cougars on top of Breckinridge County. The Fighting Tigers have the ball here on the Grayson County 28-yard line. Watkins to pass. A holding penalty is not called on the outside. Watkins throws, and it is incomplete, nearly intercepted by Grayson County. Hunter Toms had an opportunity, and they missed a pretty clear hold on the left tackle for Breckinridge County as he came around the edge trying to hold, I believe it was Zach Bratcher on the outside. And sometimes you just got to do that to make sure your quarterback doesn't get hit. 3rd down and 10 now coming up. Metcalfe County on top of Edmonson County, 21-14. Nearing the end of the 3rd quarter of that game down in downtown Browntown. Trips out to the left side. One wide receiver here to the near side. Shotgun formation. Watkins, a 4-step drop, stepping up in the pocket. Now he's going to have to bounce it out here to the left side. He's going to scramble. He's across the 30-yard line. He's across the 25 where he's going to be brought down. And it's going to be about a gain of maybe 1 on the scramble. So it'll move it up to the 26-yard line. So 4th down and about 8 here coming up for Breckinridge County. 9.5 minutes to play in tonight's game. I mean, obviously, Breck County has no choice but to go for it. No choice at all but to try and get it. They need to get to about the 18-yard line. Ball placed here on the 26, so they need 8 yards to go. Trips here to the near side. Watkins rolls here to the near side to pass. He scans the defense, throwing end zone and overthrows Zion Breeze. And another turnover on downs, possession to Grayson County. The Cougar defense bending but not breaking. And again, that is all that actually matters. So Grayson County will have the ball here on their own 26-yard line. And again, if they can put together some runs here, they can run this game out and get out of here with a win going into Muhlenberg County on Thursday evening. Ball placed on the 26. Under center goes Kaylor Decker. Two wide receivers here to the near side. It's the I formation. Woodcock's going to get it. He gets it around the edge here. He's across the 30-yard line. Spin move at the 32, where he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A host of Breckinridge County defenders. Austin Medley was one of the first men in there for Breckinridge County, along with Danny Jackson. And they'll move it up to the 34. Good spot for the Cougars. 8-yard pickup by Caden Woodcock. 2nd down and 2 coming up here. 8 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the game here. Again, Grayson County leads this one 21-0. I formation for Kaylor Decker. Two wide receivers here to the near side. Miller is the fullback, and it looks like Woodcock is the deep back. And it will be to Woodcock. He gets away from one man, turns around, tries to get towards that first down marker. He's going to get one, but he's still a yard short of the first down. 3rd down and 1 coming up as we approach the 8-minute mark here of tonight's game. Again, Grayson County leads this one, and we have an injury on the field for the Cougars. And that doesn't look like a good one, as smashing his hand down on the ground is a Grayson County player. And we'll take a timeout as this is Cougar football right here on K105.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. That's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
It is Hunter Harper, a senior offensive lineman for Grayson County, and he's still down being worked on by the Cougar training staff. Head coach Brian Jones kneeling at his feet. And let's just hope that this is nothing serious at all, but he is being worked on it. As we obviously do not want to guess on any type of injury, but it looks like they're working on the ankle. Some scores to bring you from around the region as Grayson County leads this one, though, 21-0 with 8 minutes to play in the game. Madisonville defeats Ballard. Memorial 49-0. Is coming up to his feet and being helped off the field is the injured player Hunter Harper for Grayson County. And let's just hope, as he's not putting much weight on that right ankle as well, but let's hope that this is nothing serious at all, as that is nothing that you would want. So it will be 3rd down and 1 for Grayson County.
3rd and 1 coming up for the Cougars.
As Owensboro has tied the game up against Davis County 28-28 halfway through that 3rd quarter. Decker pitches it here to the near side. Woodcock tries to find the edge. Spin move across the 35-yard line, and it's all going to depend on the spot. Up to the 34-yard line as Woodcock is right there at that first down marker. And first down, Cougars. Their first down here of this first down of this second half for Grayson County. As in the second half, really it's only one of the last plays that they had run. I mean, they have only run about 9 plays in this half. So 7 minutes and 20 seconds to play in this 4th quarter. Of course, the one play, though, Caden Woodcock did bounce one out for the 37-yard touchdown run. And no rush at all. I formation. Junior Kaylor Decker under center. He pops it down, hands it off to Woodcock. Sidesteps one man and runs into the Breckinridge County defense as it is up to the 39-yard line. A pickup of 3 yards on the run by Woodcock. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 7 here coming up for the Grayson County offense. slowly working, and again, you could hear a pin drop here inside Cougar Stadium. It is weird without any students, cheerleaders, or band here tonight. 2 minutes. Second down and 7 here. 6 minutes, 15 seconds to play, 21-0. 2 wide receivers to the right side. Decker hands it again to Woodcock. He tries to get it across the line of scrimmage, and if he does, he didn't get anything more than that, as they might give him 1 yard. And they're going to say end up no gain on that one. 3rd down and 7 now coming up for Grayson County. And really, here's the thing for the Cougars. You're under 6 minutes now to play in the game. Breck County is down 3 scores. You are in no worry at all, really. You just want to let this time roll. The clock is the best friend of Grayson County. I formation for Decker. 1 wide receiver on each side. Miller is the fullback. Woodcock is the deep back. And he fakes the handoff. Now he'll roll. He'll pass off to Miller. It's a first completion. 1st down and more. Across the 50-yard line into Breckinridge County territory on the catch and run by Mason Miller. As it was off into the flat. And Mason Miller gets that one up to the 42-yard line, as that is a pickup of 19 yards and a 1st down, Grayson County. Exactly what Grayson County ordered. And now 5 minutes and counting, and Grayson County can all but let this time roll and get out of here 2-0. Again, when you want to make the playoffs in this, getting 1 win is crucial. 2 wins is even bigger. 2 wide receivers to the right side. It's again the I formation. Decker scans the defense, waiting for the back judge to give him the signal to when it's under 5 seconds. Showing blitz is Breck County. It's a handoff to Woodcock. He hurdles 1 man. He's across the 40-yard line and driven right backwards. Forward progress will get him up to the 40, and we might have another Cougar injured. No, is it slow to get up? Is Caden Woodcock after that play. He was slow to get up a little bit, but I'm not sure you could take Caden Woodcock out of this game right now. He's running the ball real well. 4 minutes to play, 21-0. Grayson County on top of this one. And it looks like the Cougars are on their way to the victory tonight. Ball's placed here on the 40-yard line. 21-0 is the Grayson County lead. I formation, and a whistle is blown, and a late penalty flag comes in from the back judge, and it might be a delay of game. It is delay of game on Grayson County, and that will push them back. The offense in the second half has not been perfect, but it's been serviceable, and that's really all you've been looking for. You need success in just running this clock down, and that's what Grayson County's done. That first drive of the game has been great, but really, I should probably take back saying it's been serviceable, because they did have the 37-yard touchdown that gave Grayson County the lead at 21-0. Faking the handoff, throwing off again to Miller on the far side. He's across the 40-yard line, across the 35, and down near the 1st down marker is Mason Miller. Another completion, and it's all going to, depending on the spot, whether Grayson County gets this one or not. It is a 1st down Cougars, just about a 14-yard pickup on the pass and catch from Caden Woodcock to Mason Miller. And this one is just about over here with 3 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the game. Under center, Kaylor Decker's going to keep this one himself. He has a hole across the 30, across the 20, inside the 10, 5, touchdown. Cougars, Kaylor Decker takes that one straight to the house, 31 yards for a Grayson County touchdown. Kaylor Decker entered the game with only 3 rushing yards, but he takes that one 31 yards, and Grayson County has put this one to bed, and they will go to 2-0 on this season. Jackson Kane to attempt the PAT. He is a perfect 3 of 3 on his young career. Placed down, and looks like a Breck County player jumped this, and it was missed. No good. So we will end up actually keeping this one here as Grayson County leads this one 27-0 over Breckinridge County. As this has just been a great game here, great performance for the Cougars after the touchdown run there to give this a 27-0 lead again, 2 minutes, 58 seconds to play. We appreciate you, though, tuning in. Again, as a reminder, next week's home game will be a Thursday night game. Again, Thursday night, not Friday night. And that will be against the Mustangs of Muhlenberg County. So another district game. So it should be exciting to see what could come up from that. So it's 27-0. Grayson County will kick this one away. And it will be Jackson Kane, and I think this is where you kick it as far as you can and make Breck County come up with one of the biggest miracles that you would have to see. As it's a line drive kick. It's going to be caught at the 16-yard line by Breeze. Across the 25, he breaks one tackle, and he's brought down at the 30-yard line. So about a 14-yard return by Zion Breeze. 2:53 to play in the game. So Breck County is down 4 scores. They need something short of a miracle to come back in this one. Ball placed on their own 30-yard line. They're going to have to pass the ball. Breaking the huddle here, shotgun formation, spreading it out. 2 wide receivers on each side. Watkins dropping to pass, pump fake, rolls out to the far side, and the pass is off the hands of a wide receiver on the far side of the field, James Spitzer. Looks like it was the intended receiver. 2nd down and 10, 2 minutes and 40 seconds to play in tonight's game. Again, Grayson County on top of Breckinridge County, 27-0. Next week, it'll be Breckinridge County making actually, it's a home trip to Graves County. I'm jealous. They get to host the Eagles, not have to make the long trip to Mayfield that we'll be making here in a couple of weeks. Trips to the high side. Watkins, 4-step drop, passes down the field. He has a man, and it is intercepted by Hunter Toms at the 40-yard line. Across the 50, Toms brought down at the 45. Hunter Toms with the interception, as he was like a return man there. His first interception of the season and the second of his career. Of course, his one interception that he had prior was a pick 6 against Fort Campbell just over a year ago. So the ball placed here at the Breck County 45-yard line with 2 minutes and 37 seconds to play. As there is a timeout on the field here for Grayson County, and we're going to end up keeping it here because I'm not sure how long this is. They've changed some rules on timeouts where they can take designated 2-minute water breaks is what they're calling it. And it's not necessarily hot or something, but it doesn't look like this is going to be a 2-minute break, as I heard a whistle's trying to bring both teams back out onto the field. But Grayson County moving to 2-0 on the season. This is going to be the 3rd straight year that the Cougars are 2-0. They're going to win their 5th straight game against Breckinridge County and 11th out of the last 12. So Grayson County doing exactly what they should have done tonight. So it will be A shotgun formation. This might be a JV team in here for Grayson County. It is. As a bouncing it out to the handoff across the right side is Keaton Hodges, I believe, on the run. He's across the 40-yard line, and he's up to the 40 or the 37-yard line for Grayson County. It's an 8-yard pickup for the Cougars. Letting that time roll here as we approach the 2-minute mark. Obviously, Grayson County in no rush at all here with their JV team out on the field. They don't want anybody to get hurt. Hunter Felty in at the game here at the quarterback. Again, he's got Keaton Hodges to his right. 2 wide receivers on each side. He'll again hand it off to Hodges. Hodges tries to find a hole, and he's going to run right in to the mass of Breckinridge County defenders. He might end up getting 1 yard, though, up to the 36-yard line. Coming up, though, on the 5th quarter show, we'll talk to the head coach of the Cougars, Brian Jones. We will run down the scoring from this game and the scores from around the region. So be sure you tune in for our conversation with Coach Jones, and I'm sure he's got a lot that he will have to be happy about here today, because in all seriousness, you got to win. That's the one thing that I like about Coach Jones, is that he finds positivity in everything. It's always good to see. Not everyone is that way. Keeping it himself and lowering the head and just maybe getting the first down was Hunter Felty. As the whistle is blown, and it does look like it will be enough for a first down Cougars up to the 35-yard line. And 1 minute to play. 1 minute to play in tonight's game. Grayson County will win this one 27-0. As 45 seconds now and counting, as this is just letting this clock roll down. A shutout here, as this is 2 straight shutouts at home against Breckinridge County. The defense has been great here to start this season. Other than the short field against Thomas Nelson, they have been nothing short of spectacular. Handoff to Hodges. That is a loss of about 2 yards, but that should all but do it. I don't think that you're going to see Grayson County run another play. No need for it. As, yep, they're going to call in the team. Grayson County wins this one 27-0, and they will improve to 2-0 on this young season. 27-0. Grayson County on top of Breckinridge County. They win this one as Coach Brian Jones and Brent Hoddle are meeting at midfield to celebrate this one. We'll come back, wrap things up after this. This is Cougar football right here on K105.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. That's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
It's a victorious day tonight in Litchfield. Grayson County wins this one 27-0. We'll come back, wrap this game up with a 5th quarter show, a conversation with Brian Jones, the scoring from this game and the scores from around the region. We maybe have an upset alert going on in Owensboro between Davis County and the Owensboro Red Devils. We'll see what the updated score is at, and much, much more coming up, as this has been the play-by-play. Grayson County victorious with a 27-0 victory. This is Cougar football right here on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind, and when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. It's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Cougar Stadium. Grayson County winners tonight 27-0 over the Breckinridge County Fighting Tigers. It's their 5th straight win over the Tigers, and they have won now 11 of the last 12 in the series. Brian Jones, too, has become the first Cougar head coach since Bill Embry in 1981 to win his first 2 games as the Cougar head coach. So a big-time thing there for Coach Jones. A good accomplishment, too, as well. And we've got a lot coming up, though, here on our 5th quarter show, as we will have the scoring from around the region, scoring from this game, and a conversation with the victorious Cougar head coach, Brian Jones. Again, Cougars win tonight 27-0 behind 3 rushing touchdowns from Caden Woodcock and 1 from Kaylor Decker. Exciting night, and it's a great night to be a Cougar That's coming up. We'll have more here as this is the fifth quarter show right here on K105.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes!
Make a plan today.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to the fifth quarter show on K105 as Sam Gormley now joined by the head coach of the Grayson County Cougars, head coach Brian Jones. And coach, 2-0, rivalry win here tonight. You got to feel pretty good about your team's performance, don't you?
Yeah, they did a lot of good things. I think defense, again, played really well. I think anytime you can hold a team scoreless is pretty good. There was a few things, I think, that one drive, is really kind of irritating me. We got some penalties, we got no business getting. Some personal fouls and some things that, just kind of jump out at me, some undisciplined things. And that's not us. And that's something we've got to get better at and something we're going to work at this week. We're going to get at that on Monday with being more disciplined. In a game when you're up like that and a team like them, they're fighting hard and they want to score and everything else and gets a little chippy. And we just got to be more disciplined, get ourselves back to the huddle, not say anything, not get the late, roughing penalty on the sideline where we kind of jumped on the guy late. And, it's hard. I think guys are just going hard trying to make plays. But, again, it's just things I don't like to see. We'll be better at that next week, that's for sure. But, ultimately, kids did a great job. Ran the ball well, threw the ball well when we needed to, picked up some fourth downs. A lot of really good things. Special teams played well. It was nice to see Jackson get in there and be able to kick a few PATs. He did a great job on kickoff, kicking it deep, allowing our guys to run down there and get after it. And so all the way around, I think did some really good things and just got to shore up some things on being more disciplined.
You started off the game with a 16-play drive that took, 8 minutes off the clock. How important is that to start a game with a drive like that and really just set your momentum and set the way you want to play?
We talked about that before the game was, we did the coin toss early. And so I told the guys, we're going to start with the ball. I said, we need to march down. And they've got some really good athletes. I mean, Michael Johnson, that quarterback, some of the other kids are just outstanding athletes. And I said, one of the ways you neutralize athletic guys like that on their offense, keep them off the field. We need to have long, sustaining drives, pick up first downs, eat up the clock. And, and that's what they did. We picked up a few fourth down plays that were key in that drive. And it was nice to finish it off with a score, too. Kids did a really good job, just kept battling. And anytime you can have a drive that's, would you say 16 plays? I mean, that's
plays, yep.
That's pretty doggone good. That may be a record for me, but 8 minutes again off the clock is. We only had it, I think, 3 times in the first half. Scored on 2 of them, both of them pretty long drives, and so we're super proud of the kids for finishing drives. That one we got a little antsy, and we're trying to score there right before the half, and came up short. But that was an impressive drive, that's for sure.
You went on your 16-play drive. Breck County went on their own there in that third quarter, and that was the one that kept getting extended with a couple of the penalties there on your side. But your defense bended but didn't break. How important is that, though, in the goal line stand for when it actually mattered to hold them to no points?
Oh, I think that's big. I think 2 weeks in a row now, kids have played really tough on defense. And, we were without our leading tackler on that goal line stand. We had Zach Bratcher out of the game. He was one of the guys who got an unnecessary penalty, extended that drive, and so we sat him on the sideline. And Hunter Harper had gotten hurt, and he's out, and he's a key D lineman for us. So there were some guys that, kind of rotational guys that got in there and really stood their ground and played tough, and I was super proud to see those guys kind of step up in that situation. When you get some of those leaders out, you need somebody to step up and be a leader, and that was really nice to see of some of those younger guys that may not always be in the starting rotation, but see some time throughout the game, kind of step up in a time when we needed them. And even if they would have got the touchdown there, but it sure is nice to see a 0 on the scoreboard instead of a 7.
Kaylor Decker last week had 13 passing yards, something along the in fact, I got it written down here, as he had 19 yards passing, 3 yards rushing, but yet I said that if you look at the stats, you would think, well, he didn't really do much as a quarterback, but he did a great job managing the game last week.
Yeah.
Tonight, I think he did the same thing and did a really good job managing the game. He's a game manager of sorts, what you were really looking for as a starting quarterback, somebody that knows when to pitch it, when to hand it off, when to do the right things with the ball. And maybe, tonight he had the 31-yard touchdown run, but maybe some games has, only 25 all-purpose yards.
Yeah, absolutely. Last year we had a tremendous athlete in Logan Kopp that we put back there, and he got a lot of yards for us. And 2 years ago, we had Noah Bullock and Qdarius back there, and Noah threw it some, passed it some, but was kind of that manager as well that could get people lined up and really run our offense. And we're just trying to put Kaylor in situations to be successful, and I think right now he's really doing a super job. He helps get guys lined up when we've put new stuff in. He learns it really quick. I said last week he's got a super IQ, and and I think he's just a team first guy. He's not real worried about him. He wants to win, and he's a guy that is just constantly working to improve. And when his number's called, he answers. And there were some third down situations where we needed him to throw the ball, and he makes the right read and gets it out in the flat, and we pick up a first down, or he just does a lot of really good things. And we just continue to try to put him in situations to have a chance to be successful. And we're not trying to ask him to do too much. Nothing against him, but he gets his speed from his dad, and he's not a blazer. He's not going to run by people, but there in that option play, he did such a good job with his play fake and everything. There was nobody around him, and there he goes for 31 yards, which for anybody that's a long run. And I think he is a game manager, and that's what we want from him this year, is to protect the football and not get us in bad situations. And so far, 2 weeks in a row, he's done a pretty doggone good job of that.
Next week, Muhlenberg County, chance to go to 2-0 in the district. And as you learned last year, 2 wins in the district is sometimes all you need to get into the playoffs. Short week of sorts, something that you're not used to, a Thursday evening game. What needs to happen over this next week to move to 2-0?
Like I said last week, we just look for these guys to just keep getting better. I said we're going to work on some of the discipline issues with some of the unnecessary penalties. We're going to have to be laser focused this week, with the short week. We lose a day of work, and so we're going to have to pick things up a little bit faster and get ready a little bit quicker. And, I've seen a little bit of Muhlenberg against McLean, and they've got some tough kids, some great athletes, and, we're going to have to be disciplined and on both sides of the ball, and hopefully we continue to maintain that presence up front. And I think a lot of games are won and lost on the line of scrimmage, and so we'll just keep grinding. And thankfully, I think Hunter Harper's going to be okay, and so I think we're going to get out of this with little to no injuries. He may be out on Monday, but it sounds like maybe he'll be good to go for the week. So we'll get him healthy, and we've skated through 2 with no real injuries, and
knock on wood.
Yep, and hopefully, good Lord will bless us with another game next week. You never know how that goes with COVID, but just super proud of them, and kids keep working every day, and I think if we keep doing that, we'll have some opportunities to win some more games.
Coach, can't wait. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, go Cougars.
That's head coach Brian Jones. We'll have more here coming up after this.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes!
Make a plan today.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Twin Lakes Fast Moves, K105.
Grayson County victorious tonight by a final score of 27-0 over Breckinridge County. They'll host Muhlenberg County next week. Running down some quick scores as I see one coming. As Edmondson County has defeated Metcalfe County by a final score of 23-21. Owensboro on top of Davis County 35-34 with 4.5 minutes to play. As Davis County has the ball in that game. That could be a monster upset. Final score, Apollo on top of Meade County 17-14. Russell County all over Warren East tonight 49-12. And seeing if there aren't any other scores to bring you, maybe a Butler County, McLean County score. Allen County defeats Warren Central 40-0. That is a final score from Scottsville tonight. And I'm not sure that I see any other scores to bring you right now, as I see one more that's coming in right now, and that one is an Indiana score, so we really don't need to bring that to you. Grayson County, though, a winner tonight by a final score of 27-0. How it went down, Caden Woodcock, he got him started on a 16-play drive that ended with a 2-yard Woodcock return for a 2-yard Woodcock touchdown, and that put the Cougars up 7-0. Then, at the start of the second quarter, Woodcock went in again, 9 yards out, with 8 minutes and 44 seconds to play, as Woodcock got the Cougars a 14-0 lead going into the half. Then, on the third play of the Cougars' first drive of that second half, it was a 37-yard touchdown run by Woodcock as he bounced one out to that left side, took it across the corner, and gave the Cougars a 21-0 lead. And then late in the game, with about 2 minutes and 53 seconds to play, it was a 31-yard touchdown run by Kaylor Decker to give Grayson County the 27-0 victory. As a reminder, next week's game is Thursday, not Friday. So it'll be a Thursday night football kickoff between the Grayson County Cougars and the Muhlenberg County Mustangs. And I mean, if you're given the choice between Thursday Night Football, the Jaguars and the Dolphins, or the Mustangs and the Cougars, I think it's an easy decision because it's probably going to be a better game here from Cougar Stadium. So be sure you join us. Same place, same time, except it will be on Thursday. So that does wrap up our coverage here tonight from Litchfield. I want to thank the K105 Digital Productions crew for all of their hard work. Your camera operator extraordinaire was Cody Brock, and your director was Chase Blaine. So on a night where the Grayson County Cougars improved to 2-0 in the season, and Brian Jones becomes the first Cougar head coach to win his first 2 games in his Cougar head coaching career since Bill Embry in 1981, this is Sam Gormley saying, so long, everyone.